A flock of doves did indeed appear from within a box, scarce big enough to hold a single bird. Water turned from glinting coin to darting fish. A potted orange pip grew before the gentry's disbelieving eyes into an orange tree, which budded, flowered, and produced another crop in less time than most men take to cleanly peel a single fruit. The Crown Prince, buoyed as he was by his paternal matchmaking and the evening's atmosphere of keenly measured wonderment, applauded, and in a rare moment of munificence declared, "This fellow is surely the most remarkable conjurer that I have ever encountered. Give me but 10 men such as he, and we would have no need for armies or new lands, as they would turn our enemies to fish and fowl, and then bring forth fruit from barren fields." At this declaration, the prince's guests decided it was their cue for ebullient applause, at which the magician bowed low, flicking back the lengthy skirts of his copper sulphate-coloured travelling coat. As the performer accepted his applause, the Crown Prince took a long drag on his cigar and decided that it was once more time for him to become the centre of attention. Yes, it is a pity, gentlemen, that this fellow's entertainments are little more than simple children's tricks, albeit well performed, I'll grant you. At which point, Grand Duke Moustache piped up between politely engineered guffaws.
"Perhaps, Your Highness, we should show our appreciation for this most talented of tricksters. I would suggest offering him some money, as these travelling folk seem perpetually in need of funds. However, since this rogue seems able to mint coins at will, a fee would appear superfluous."
Oh, the other nobles laughed in half-inebriated pleasure at this would-be jest. But the illusionist merely smiled thinly and shrugged his well-tailored shoulders in the manner of a man barely inconvenienced by the thought of penury. "Well, a wedding's always a burden upon a father's purse, so if money's tight, Your Highness, I would be perfectly content to waive my customary fee in exchange for goods or benefits in kind. Illusionist, do you imagine that I am unable to afford your services? Oh, that's not for me to speculate, Your Highness. I was merely informing you that I am extremely flexible in a whole variety of ways. But specifically this evening with regard to payment."
"Be careful, Your Highness," interjected a cautious chamberlain. "This foppish scoundrel will try and swindle you out of your crown before the clock strikes midnight."
Once more, a round of lordly cachinnation filled the smoking room until the prince dismissed the noble sniggers with a cutting swipe of his cigar. "Yes, thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. I think I am able to successfully match my wits against an itinerant prestidigitator, impressive though his flexibility may be." So, illusionist, what do you desire in payment for your troubles? Think carefully before you answer. I am a reasonable man. However, I will take a very dim view if you attempt to take advantage of my natural generosity of spirit. The illusionist smiled the smile of a man who has unexpectedly found himself freed of a wearisome appointment. And then, shoving his hands deep into his pockets and testing his heels against the polished timber of the floor, the magician began. "Your Highness, I would not presume to seek to part you from anything you truly value.